Welcome back to your video. In today's video, we're going to be doing another skylines speed build. And in today's video, we're going to be we're going to be building basically a new city center, but basically it's mostly just, more more suburbs. But also we're going to be doing a pretty, not necessarily big, but major expansion to our, inner city hub, which will definitely allow for quicker transit into the city from our hub right there, and also and then also will allow for more options coming in and out of the city. But to start with, I immediately just continue the grid that we had going along here for the beginning part, and then I just made houses all in the center and then business along the highway. And then I originally did want to change up the highway to where it was a bit bigger, which I could, if they actually update this game with the latest update, or the remastered version of City Skylines with the latest update, we could have just upgraded this to the 4-lane highway from the 2-lane, but I don't know what Paradox is really doing with this game. I mean, City Skylines 2 releases later this year, so there's no real point in having it then, or not in really making this game, especially since everyone just basically transfer over to there, and they aren't updating this game. I'm honestly low-key tempted just to go back over to the original City Skylines, just cause they don't update this game with the latest DLCs and stuff, and the quality of life changes that they're making recently with the recent updates are so major, but we just don't get them in City Skylines remastered. It's honestly so dumb. Like, we don't get the shopping malls because, trust me, we would have done this episode would have been a shopping mall, or last one would have been a shopping mall expansion to the city, but because we don't got them, I can't do anything about that. But either way, there is a bit of flooding happening, so I do end up raising some of our walls holding in here. I forget what they're called, but and then there is also one extra thing that we do at the very end of this episode, but I'll skip ahead for that. But I then finished this bridge out. I'm surprised I didn't finish this bridge, but quite a lot of people use the bridges, which I mean is honestly a great thing, because I mean the city is quite walkable. And then I did expand the river to hopefully decrease the amount of flooding problems that are happening inside the city. And then I did obviously bring down the walls all the way down to there. And then I did put in a pumping service building, so this way we could just be able to pump them out. I did just put it there for now. Eventually I'll move it, but I just have it there for right now. And then hopefully they can keep that under control. And then I did bring this out just to add in some more industry, just because we need just more industrial space to allow for the buildings to come in. Because I really need to get the population up for this major expansion into the hub. Then I obviously started giving them services, and then I did just put a path right around our little high school campus there. And then I obviously put in a little classic water tower there, and then I wire piped everything in here. And then obviously now we have a bit of a death problem. I mean, that's fine. And I did kind of run off and do something, and then a whole lot of buildings became abandoned, but those obviously will grow back because of this horrible death problem, which I mean, we really got to increase the population 20k to get the crematorium, just because that's how bad it is, because all of our cemeteries are getting really filled. And then here's the surprise, which, you know how I talk a whole lot about Allentown, Pennsylvania, and how this city is, how that's where I'm getting a whole lot of my inspiration? If you don't know, Dorney Park, which is a amusement park, is located in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And, so, to kind of just, pay homage to that, I am building an amusement park, which here is just the parking lot, and then I've done this method where basically I just do those, and then you get really basically just big old parking lot once it's all done. But I mean, whole lot of these did get abandoned. I'm hoping that they might become unabandoned, but I mean, it's fine if they don't. I could just have them grow back, and I just need to wait there for another 20 hours to get everything, but that I'll just do over time. And then I did just start out by making the main street for our little amusement park here, and then I'll work on that more in another episode. But we end up getting the 13,000 milestone, which is when we unlock trains. So I was originally just going to do a normal train station, then I tried the bypass station and some of the other stations. And then I realized we could, because this is our big transit hub, we could put in a intercity train station with monorail and then also subway connection. So we can connect that up, and then we also have the intercity bus station along with that for bus lines, and then obviously the intercity buses and also taxis. But yeah, I mean, I do want to add an yard from all the transit systems like monorail and train, which I mean, because this is being modeled after a American city, we wouldn't really need much in terms of tracks of intercity rail, because Amtrak's really the only outside connection that would really be coming in here, other than commuter rail, which, because we're also an Amish country, I don't believe Allentown really has much in terms of commuter rail. But to do a monorail connection, which I did change this off camera. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Do if you enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!